Hello and welcome to an album a day, going through my vinyl collection, an album or so a day. Today I've got two for you because they're part of the same collection, and we're going to go back to, is it 1983 for both of these. Day 199, wanted to do something special, got another special one for you tomorrow. But first we're going to talk about this one today. I'm talking about the last release with Joe Lynn Turner from Rainbow, Bent Out of Shape. Interesting cover. I've always thought the dark green was an interesting choice for Rainbow, but I like it. Like the font, I like the angle, you know, that this kind of feels a little awkward because it's not a straight on shot. The whole, you know, warped sensation that we get here is really cool. Yeah, I mean, it fits, perfectly fits. This is a 1983 copy from Mercury, and not the original one that I had, which I did get at Harmony House at the Macomb Mall in Mount Clemens, Michigan. But this is an excellent copy. Got that dark Mercury label with the fire logo there. Very classic Mercury Records. And then we get more of her on the back. For some reason, they couldn't come up with a different picture, but now she's kind of stepped through the door a little bit. This looks a little bit vaginal. And then on the back, she's just coming out of one side. So, you know, here she's like making a grand entrance, opening both doors. Here she's just opening one door, and you see more of her distorted. So it's a little bit weird. I think there is a lyric sheet, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look. Nope. Jeez. Wait. Oh, there is. Yeah. It was open. I was looking on the inside of it. Okay, so yeah, we do have the lyric sheet with film strips from the video, and then this. What is this? So I don't know what that logo is. I have no idea. But in the back, we get this. So I think that was like a drawing of this, which is just really weird in and of itself. But yeah, we get film strips from, I don't know if that was the Can't Let You Go video or Street of Dreams. But anyway, some from there. Overall, this is in pretty good shape. A little bit of shelf wear, little bit of ring wear at the top and the bottom. But somebody wrote an X on here for some reason. I don't know if that denoted that, hey, X owns this or what. And we do get a little bit of bubbling on the back. So I'm guessing it did get wet at some point, but it's not too bad. It's decent. I mean, it's always nicer to have a better copy, but I have the copy that I have. Once I've, you know, collected everything, maybe I'll go back and look at some of the ones that I have in weaker condition and upgrade those with other copies that are hopefully not as weak. But this is a fantastic album. I absolutely love it. I remember when it came out, we opened with Stranded, which has just these drum fills that I mean, they're really simple, but there's just something about them that are part of that lead into the chorus that I really like. It's kind of special. And then one of the best vocal deliveries, I think, of any song in history, Can't Let You Go. Absolutely amazing. Really weird video for it where Richie was dressed as Svengoolie and controlling Joe, who was taken out of his deep freeze box, whatever. The concept was really weird. But it's interesting because I think about actors who have to do things in movies that they might not be comfortable with. Like, let's say you're not really comfortable with public speaking as yourself, and as an actor, you have to do a scene where you're doing public speaking in front of 3,000 people, and you have to find a way to get through and do it. Musicians are not always actors, but yet because of the video age, they had to become actors to do some of their video concepts until you get to Deep Purple's Call of the Wild, where they're just like, no. Then you get Full for the Night, which I really like that song. I really like the chorus. The energy on it is great. This is also the only album with Chuck Berge on drums, by the way, who I saw play with Blue Oyster Cult when I was working with Zen Radio, and we opened for them down in Pueblo, Colorado, at the Chief Theater. Didn't get to meet him, but yeah, he was there. Excellent drummer. Then we get to another one of my favorites, Fire Dance. Excellent song, just so explosive and energetic. Great riff, great keyboards on that, some really nice synths. Then we get Anybody There, which is a ending side one with an instrumental, really bringing the energy down from Fire Dance, but really moody. Some great stuff from Richie in here. Great moods from everyone else. Absolutely love it. We open side 2 with Desperate Heart, which is a really good song. Street of Dreams, classic Rainbow hit. That was released as a single with a video as well. One of Richie's favorites, actually. And I know that Joe loves that song too because he performs it quite a bit. Then we get Drinking with the Devil. Much like Fire Dance and Fool for the Night, just up-tempo, really powerful, solid song. Then we get to one of my favorites, Snowman. This is, I just love the atmosphere of this song. There's something about the gentle power in this song. Very patient, but the atmosphere is just amazing. And I always picture Christmas Eve in Michigan, waiting for my dad to come home from work so we can go over to my grandparents to spend the night, or spend the evening, I should say, because we would come back home that night. And this would be one of those songs that I would listen to while I was waiting, and just love it. Then we get to probably the weakest song on the album for me, which is Make Your Move. Still a great song, really powerful, but it's kind of like that I'm writing a rock and roll tune type feel to it. And maybe it's just kind of the lyrics, I think, that might be what brings me down on it a little bit. But energy-wise, I think it's there. But overall, I think it's probably the weakest song on the album. But I mean, you're talking like, what's the worst chip in the bag? You know, they're all delicious to eat. So yeah, excellent album, produced by Roger Glover, of course, and engineered by Flemming Rasmussen. But great album if you like some good rock and roll and you like some energy and you like some moody instrumentals. Check it out, Rainbow Bent Out of Shape. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow for episode 200. Cheers.